Another quick trade on the VIX. Long here at 28.62. Looking for a re-establishment of the uptrend to take it towards a gap fill. So that's our 28.62 is the fill. Got the stop at 28.36, and looking for the move to 29.28, where it would begin to scale out of the position. Okay, 11:40. Look at the ES very quickly. See the ES here running into some resistance from the 5-period moving average. Would like to see this particular candle close as a hammer, as a bearish hammer, and then if price action can break below that, then we could expect a continuation to the downside. So let's wait and see what happens here. 11:41. Alright, quick update. So we're stair-stepping higher here, again long at the 28.62 level. We're just a few cents away now from our 29.28 target, where I'm going to take off about 2/3 of the position. I'm going to take off 2/3 of it, and then let the rest trail. I think this is a good place. It's probably going to run higher, so I'm going to keep a portion of it on. There we go. Just got filled at 29.28 for 2/3 of the position. I'm going to hold the last remaining third and let it trail. I'm actually going to move my stop now from the 28.36 level to minus 1R. Sorry, plus 1R. So excuse me, to a par, so 28.63. And then we're going to let it run here and see where it can go from here. So markets are down quite a bit now, down 3.5%, or close to 3.5%, down 3.3 to be exact. And it's like we said earlier, they had a really good chance of closing that gap today. It's just that it's very it's very unusual for things to go in a straight line. So we found a good place to re-enter. Got long gain at 28.62, and now captured that last little bit here. So just another review on the higher time frame. Basically, we have a very productive consolidation right on that 5-period moving average, as we talked about before, right? So we had a bit of an overbought condition here as it spiked up and kind of parabolic. It had to come back in and use time to consolidate against this moving average. The fact that this guy never broke, this doji never broke to the downside, meant that the uptrend was still up. Again, we're still hovering above the opening range high here. This is exactly what we want to be looking at. As we talked about already before, this is actually a classic opening range break play. That's another a great place to get in. So on the ES, we had the mirror of this, right? So on the ES here, we're approaching the 161.8 extension now, which we talked about right in the beginning of this, in the previous video. It's going to hit there now, probably in a few moments. Yeah, there it is. It just tapped it. 1809.50. So again, we had that pullback right into the moving average. It created that bearish hammer that I was looking for. Created that, broke through that low, and now it's resumed its downtrend. So very nice price action today on the ES. So back to the VIX now. Let's just talk about where we think it could go. Again, no real expectation here, but just drawing the Fibonacci grids, 29.83 would be another attractive target. 29.83, which would be the 161.8 extension, and that would also fit in right about here. Let's draw it in here. 29.83. Okay, so worst comes to worst, we've already locked in plus 2R on the first trade. This second trade here, I locked in about plus 2.5 on 2/3 of a position. So we're up close to 5R now. Now let's see how far this guy can go. This guy's really beginning to push now as the markets are really selling off. So you really want to be holding on to this one here and seeing if you can let this guy run. Okay, 12.24. Final update. Just trailed out of the remainder of my position at 29.33. As I see some topping patterns, a lot of long shadows being dropped here. So this could be a temporary top. You can also see that the trend line here broke, so expect it to come back in a bit. But right now, and again, you can see here, this is what they call a hanging man on the 15-minute chart. So trailed out 29.33, so that trade closed out for about roughly another 2.5 hours. So we caught 2R this morning on the first trade, 2.5 blended on the second trade. So we're up 4.5R today on some good VIX trading, lots of opportunities. Markets rebounding a bit here. Let's just look at the ES1 final time. Let's start off on the lower time frame. As you can see here, some long shadows being drawn here. We can certainly see we have a level of support sitting in here now around 1805, and we saw some buying, some buying pressure here. We have a really large candle with a lot of volume, a wide range candle with a lot of volume. So a lot of the sellers they got in here, trying to push it down, but found support at this level, 1805. The higher time frame, we see the exact same pattern again, right? Getting overextended, pushing too far away from the moving average, so too much space there. It sets up this, this doji on the opposite side, kind of a hammer. In this case here, it is a bearish hammer, but this is actually, when you see it this far off, with this amount of space, is actually very bullish. So once the high of that candle gets taken out, you can see the buyers have really stepped in here once that area got taken out. So good trading in the VIX today, plus 4.5 blended across two trades. 12.57.